Hi guys, I'm Shmi and today I'm at Oulton Park for a test day because I'm going to be driving in 2 races of this season's mini challenge. So today is my test day to get familiar with the car and learn what's going on before my 2 races that are going to be both here at Oulton Park and also over at Rockingham. But this is the car I'm going to be driving. We're going to find out an awful lot about it today before sort of getting familiar, taking it out for a drive. But to do so, I need somebody who can show me the ropes. So Charlie Butler-Henderson is going to come along to teach me a little bit more today. Charlie, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. It's, well, typically cold at Oulton Park.
Tell me about it. It's freezing today.
On a northern sort of test day, but I'm excited for you though, because you're just about to drive one of these bad boys.
I'm looking forward to it, and now this guy basically knows what's what. He's won the championship before, so I couldn't really have anybody better to show me what's going on. But it's going to be my first time driving it. This is the car. Can you talk us around it?
This is the car, right, so it starts life at Oxford as a road car. It gets completely stripped out. It's got 265.
There's no way the audience can hear that. So it's a road car. It starts as a Cooper S, right? Built as a factory Cooper S.
Factory, 265 brake horsepower. So it's basically been given a little spike into the ECU to give it more power. It's got a 6-speed Quaife sequential gearbox.
First time for me driving with a sequential, actually.
And do you know what? They're awesome. Honestly,
I'm looking forward to it.
We've got wet tyres on today because it's a little bit slippery and greasy, but we will be running slicks when the weather gets a little bit better. We've got 3-way adjustable shock absorbers, so we can soften the shock absorber, we can soften the shock absorber, we can do whatever we want, and we can change the tyre pressures. We can also change the camber, which is the angle of the front and rear tyres. So the championship is all the cars are identical, apart from the camber, the suspension, and the tyre pressures. It is that simple. So it's down to you and I to
how we drive
the grid, all right?
And we're actually going to be on the grid together. I'm going to have to be racing him in my races. I'm less nervous about it.
Rear spoiler, purely there for cosmetics. Really, I don't think it really does that much. It looks good. It looks good. Okay. Exhaust, pretty much straight through exhaust. We pop flames. We bang.
It flames? That's going to flame?
It will come out the back.
Nice.
So you accelerate and go through the gears. It will pop flames out the back of it. Last but not least, the all-important cockpit where you're going to be spending. This is your car, so you're going to be driving this. We've got a proper full-on dashboard that gives you your revs, your readout. There's the important 6-speed sequential gearbox. It's got a detachable steering wheel.
Pull it the right way.
Yeah.
Up is that way.
Backwards to go faster. So
with the
think of your body weight, and when you brake, push to go forwards. It will come naturally when you're out there. Brakes are absolutely awesome. Brakes are massive. It stops on a 6-man. No ABS, none of that ABS help sort of like, hold your hand stuff. It is proper.
Just one of the things, that doesn't look much like a road car, but that did start as
yes, it did start as a road car.
Just quickly, back here, no nothing, one single seat and a cage.
And a fuel tank, I suppose.
And a fuel tank, yes. Well, that has to come from somewhere.
There's one thing actually, a lot of people say, is it lighter than a road car? Because we've taken out the air conditioning, the seats and everything like that.
But the weight of the cage.
It's pretty similar to a standard road car.
But it's significantly more dynamic. And how does it drive? Give us a quick summary about what it's like to drive.
Close racing, fast, noisy, hot, awesome. And I wouldn't be doing it for the 3rd year if I didn't enjoy doing it.
No,
simple as that.
That sounds pretty fair to me. Well, it looks like a lot of fun. It's front-wheel drive, obviously.
Yeah.
I've done one front-wheel drive race before, but it's still mostly a new kind of concept. You've got to be really careful when you've just gone out. It's like super. You can spin quite easily.
You're going to love it. I can feel the excitement already.
I am genuinely very, very excited. And yeah, I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Let's go and do some action.
Okay, so before I go out, you're going to go out.
Yeah, I'm going to warm the car up just to make sure it's okay for him. Yeah.
So I'll watch you head out, get a little look at the car moving. Yeah. Then you're going to come back in, and then I'm going to take today quite carefully and slowly. Yeah. This is kind of familiarization for me. Charlie being able to show me the ropes, learn a little bit about how this is going to go before we come back for the challenge race later this season. How many races are there in the full season?
There are eight rounds, but there are 2 to 3 races per weekend. Okay. So it depends. All I know is that the first race is the 14th and 15th of April here at Oulton Park.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Let's go.
Take the car, let's go.
5. Let's do it.
And a sound test first.
again. So I've just been out for a couple of laps, as you know. You're on wet tyres. The circuit's a little bit greasy, a bit slippery. It's a bit green because it's winter.
Yeah.
The circuit hasn't been used that much, and it's not the busiest of day because you've got an exclusive day. So just be careful. Don't go down any lower than second gear. So third gear really is the lowest gear you use. You'll want to go to second, but the car's got so much torque and pull, you won't need to go down to second, even in these conditions. Trust me. So don't go to second. Third is the lowest gear. Brakes, obviously you've got no ABS, be nice and smooth on the brakes. Remember, always use the clutch on the way down, and where you're going to push the gear stick on the way down, and you go clutch, boom, you just do it with your arm and your clutch at exactly the same time.
Clutch in, breach gear.
That's it. And once you leave the pit lane in second gear, accelerate, and just pull the gear stick. It is the most wickedest experience you will ever feel in a race car. It is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So, always use the clutch on the way down. Circuit's really greasy. Don't try too hard. Enjoy yourself. The car will make you smile so much, just leaving the pit lane. But it will dart around a little bit. It will feel like it's pulling and moving around. It's just that it's got so much power. The wet tyres are moving underneath you, and it's a little bit slippery. So just don't be alarmed if you think, oh god, it's pulling left and right. Deal with it.
And on a very basic level, given that it's front-wheel drive, don't brake in a corner.
Don't brake in a corner, no. Brake, turn, power. That's it.
Yeah.
Brake, turn, power, and just go and enjoy yourself.
I've done my first few laps and we've just brought the car back in to change it over to slick tyres.
And how are you finding it?
Well, so far, pretty awesome. I'm learning it a little bit. The track's drying out, which makes a pretty big difference. It's actually quite sunny right now, so the racing line is, I guess, verging on dry. Which is meaning I'm being able to build up my confidence lap by lap.
And that means we're going to put slick tyres on.
Yeah.
I'm going to warm them up for you.
Yes,
They are a brand new set of slicks. So, it's like a new pair of shoes for a racing driver. It's a great feeling.
The thing... and I know, but I guess a lot of people don't, is slick tyres on a front-wheel drive car. You have a lot of grip at the front, but it's very easy to pull apart and get it wrong. Yeah. Very, very, very easy.
You're right.
But I mean, in general, so far, the sequential, I feel like I'm doing that all right.
You seem like you're doing really well.
Quite sympathetic mechanically, or trying to be. But building it up. I think one of the things is you've got to work out how much later you can brake in a race car, how it's set up, how you can hold speed through the corners that your head doesn't initially expect.
Yeah, the gearbox slows you down for the sequential. We've got massive big brakes anyway, and the slick tyres are really going to help you stop even better. So I'm going to go warm the car up now, and then you're going to go out again just before lunch. So let's go. Okay, so when you exit the last corner as you come up the main pit straight, I want you to get close to the pit wall. You've got to get close to the pit wall because then the car will be freer. Okay.
You get a nice shift up into fourth in the dip.
Yeah.
Fifth coming along here.
Yeah. And maybe try and squeeze sixth in. Just as you come past us, then brake and just down one gear. So you've been doing it in fourth.
So I've been doing this in fourth.
There's nothing wrong with that, but I want to try and force you to brake a little bit later. And by doing it in fifth, you're going to have to use the engine to pull you out of it rather than relying on the rev.
Okay. I like this corner.
You love that corner, don't you?
It just feels really nice.
There's a massive big lake there, okay?
And you have a nice... Okay, that scared me a little bit. But you've got the nice take it wide out to the curbs, run off and up the hill.
And then up the clay hill, that's really important. I remember I told you to aim for that big tree, which is here.
I'm loving that line. Much more confident. That final kink though, the kink back to the left, should you still be flat through there?
Yes.
My kind of thing right now has been a little lift off before it, but then back on the power through it.
Today, because it's cold and the rear tyres are cold, I won't tell you off for lifting, but
It's quite scary because it's very bumpy. It's sort of the surface of the road sort of pivots backwards and forwards. And back over towards the pit wall, 5th, and then 6th if I can.
So over to the pit wall, number one thing you've got to do. Brake a tiny bit later, just down 1 gear for 5th. Once you've done your 5th gear, come off the brakes, let the car roll through the corner, and then pick up the throttle. Don't feel you have to re-regiment it and go brake, down gears, then turn. Just come off the brakes and just roll. Breathe in a bit because it will make you go.
Yeah, it does.
And then.
Wait, do that face again. Yeah, that one.
It makes you go. Like a horror movie.
The festival line, the circuit we're going to be taking when I'm back. I should probably explain to anybody watching why this is all upside down, because this is the layout of the track as we are standing.
The track is there, basically, and this is here. Yeah. So that's why we're looking at
it all backwards. So this morning we drove the full circuit, now we're driving this circuit, and for the festival race it'll be this circuit.
Yeah, so if you were confused, it makes sense to us because we're here. This is the pit straight and we're beside it here. But you're doing all right. It's good. It feels good. And you're smiling.
I am smiling, as you just turned the camera.
I've got hair everywhere, but he's smiling. Yes, absolutely. So, onwards, another little go.
Yes, another session. We've fueled up. Are we ready to go, boys?
Gosh, they're ready ahead of me.
We're ready to go.
Okay.
Let's have some fun. So we're back in the pit lane. Things have been going pretty well so far today, I think.
Yeah, we've had a good day. It hasn't been very warm though, has it?
No.
So we've had greasy conditions, we've done 2 different circuits, lap times have come down massively. Your last 2 laps, you gained 2 seconds, which is a massive big chunk.
Yeah,
so
it felt it, because coming back in and being sort of given, I think we've sort of gone over specific things, sort of turn 1, keep it in 5th, turn 2, this, that and the other, and going around the whole track, looking at it and trying to focus on certain things, and having the test day, to work on that has kind of really, really helped.
It's grown, your confidence has grown massively.
Big time, until this happened. Plenty of mud in the arch. We're going to analyse the footage and see what exactly happened while everybody else goes out. It's not too bad. So then, what happened?
What happened? So, we've just seen the footage. So
yes, we've just watched it. You've just seen it.
We've been chuckling a little bit, haven't we? Because you're okay.
I mean, it's motorsport. Little things happen.
Oh,
but
minor.
What caused this?
What caused it? Right. So, cold day, front-wheel drive car, not much chance to get temperature into the rear tyre, which we've struggled on all day. Any driver at any level will struggle to get rear tyre temperature. So you've gone over a crest, your confidence has massively built.
Yeah, so holding it flat in 5th through that corner, which
is brave, which is very brave.
Yeah.
And 2 laps before, remember, you went 2 seconds faster. So your confidence was really up there. You've gone over the crest, coming into Cascades corner, very little runoff, grass is wet, and as you braked, the car's still light, ever so slightly light. You come off the clutch and it's just kicked one of the left rear tyres.
Because of the cold tyres and the front wheel drive, that's basically spun it around. There's not very much you can do there.
It's just like a racing kiss basically against the barrier.
Yeah, I think that's one of the interesting
technical term, by the way. Barrier kiss.
Barrier kiss, because the front sort of just tapped on, and we sort of taken a little bit of cosmetic damage to it, but fundamentally everything's completely fine.
Yeah, engine's running fine.
The car's gone out of drive again. Yeah, a lot of pride. Most of this is pride, but I think that's one of the things, because to improve in motorsport, it's dangerous activity. You do have to push yourself, and if you don't push yourself, you're never going to get anywhere.
You're never going to win. Never going to win. Simple as that.
Yeah, watch Formula 1.
Yeah, you got to push. You got to push yourself all the time.
But I've learnt an awful lot going through these different stages. Even from that, I've learnt something, because you can sort of get a better feel of where that balance is. Yeah. And obviously, the whole point of being here today and doing a test day in advance of taking part in the 2 races is to go through things like that. So I want to thank you very much for your help.
That's a pleasure.
Your advice
Thank you.
today.
Thank
Really
you very
appreciated.
much.
Charlie's Instagram's down below.
Yeah,
as well.
and we've got more to come. So Rockingham, we're doing.
Yeah, we're going to do a
another
test day at Rockingham. Then I've got the race at Rockingham at the end of April. And then I've got the race here at Oulton Park for the mini festival in August.
Yay!
Which will be quite fun as well. Lots of
forward
mini
to it.
activities. I'm looking forward to both of these an awful lot. Well, I have really enjoyed today.
Good. Me too.
Really appreciate it. And
done well.
yes, not a lot of time off and first of a good few days together. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you to Mini UK for arranging this today. Thank you, Charlie, for hosting and giving me tuition.
Pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Looking forward to Rockingham.
Me too. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, too. And I will catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.